Who's happy about the 2016-2017 NHL season being upon us? What a silly question. Everyone is, and what a great day for hockey it will be. But by the end of the season, only one team's fan base will be happy when one of the 30 NHL teams wins the Stanley Cup. I'm Justin Fraction, and here's one reason why your team will not be hoisting Lord Stanley. Anaheim Ducks seen this before. It's been 10 years since the Ducks last won a Stanley Cup. Their last 4 seasons have ended on home ice in a Game 7 loss. Some teams just hate the pressure. Arizona Coyotes lacking star power. The Coyotes have a lot of young talent to be excited about, including Anthony Duclair. Also, Oliver Ekman-Larsson is a franchise star, but their forwards haven't developed into stars yet. To all 10 of you Arizona hockey fans out there, don't get too excited. Boston Bruins offense doesn't win championships. Boston was among the highest scoring teams in 2016, thanks to Brad Marchand's breakout year. But Boston can't defend the net to save its life. There's no way this horrible defense carries them far. Buffalo Sabres, is this a real question? You mean the team that made the finals in 1999 and has been among the worst teams for the past 5 years? Moving on. Calgary Flames goalie woes. The Flames can score in bunches, but so can other teams. Usually the better goalie wins hockey games, and they always win playoff series. Too bad Calgary's goaltending is awful. Carolina Hurricanes name a star. First one to name 3 players in the Hurricanes is awesome. See, you couldn't do it. Don't teams need stars to win? Chicago Blackhawks, all good things come to an end. The only reason to count out the Blackhawks, who have won 3 championships since 2010, is if you're convinced that nobody dominates forever. Colorado Avalanche defense. This team is blessed with offensive stars, namely Nate McKinnon and Gabriel Landeskog, the young captain. But Colorado can't defend. That usually never takes teams to the playoffs, much less the Stanley Cup. Columbus Blue Jackets bench boss. Wait, didn't the New York Rangers make the Cup in their first season after getting rid of John Tortorella? Yep. Didn't USA go winless in the World Cup of Hockey with Torts? Yep. Good luck, Columbus. Dallas Stars goaltending. Didn't Dallas's goalies combine for a 2.78 goals against average and a .904 save percentage? You need an elite goalie to win a cup. You don't have one. Sorry, Dallas. Detroit Red Wings mediocre. We know the Wings make the playoffs every year. They also have one playoff series victory since 2012. You think this team that barely gets in the postseason magically gets hot? Dream on. Edmonton Oilers rebuilding isn't done. We know how much everyone is raving about Connor McDavid. Yes, he's a star, but the Oilers haven't quite finished that rebuild. Hard to go from awful to Cup champion in a year. Florida Panthers Roberto Luongo. That Roberto Luongo guy wins 30 games every year and takes his team to the playoffs quite often. That Luongo guy is also 34 and 35 in the playoffs, with a 2.49 goals against average and a .918 save percentage. In other words, he's a playoff choker. Los Angeles Kings wear and tear. After winning the Cup in 2012 and 2014, with the trip to the Western Conference Finals in 2013, the Kings appear to be wearing out. Their physical style of hockey isn't sustainable for long periods of time, and it was clear in their 2016 playoff exit. Minnesota Wild lacking depth. Zach Parise has no problem scoring. Ryan Suter is a Norris-caliber defenseman. That's about it for many. 2-man teams don't win a championship in hockey, only in baseball. Montreal Canadiens too reliant on Carey Price. Why did the Habs go home early in 2015, and why they missed the playoffs in 2016? Too reliant on Carey Price. Unless he's lights out, they're vulnerable. Nashville Predators, the Central. The Predators play in the NHL's toughest division. Hard to see them outlasting St. Louis, Dallas, Chicago, and Minnesota all regular season and beating at least 2 of them in the playoffs. New Jersey Devils can't score. Kyle Palmieri led New Jersey in scoring with 57 points last year. The year before, Adam Henrique with 43. The Devils play great defense, but it takes at least 3 goals a game to win most hockey games. New York Islanders, middle of the Metro. Tough for the up-and-coming Islanders to play in a division that features perennial powerhouses like Washington, Pittsburgh, and their New York rivals, the Rangers. That may be too overwhelming to get to the Cup. New York Rangers aging core. World-class netminder Henrik Lundqvist has shown signs of regression. Rick Nash is 32 years old, and this Rangers core is getting real old real fast. Hockey's a young man's game, especially in the playoffs. Ottawa Senators defense and goaltending. They had a boatload of guys score 20 goals last year, but only one team surrendered more than the 247 goals Ottawa allowed in 2015-2016. Good luck, guys. Philadelphia Flyers defense. Just like Ottawa, their top 6 forwards will all put up 20 goals if healthy, but their defense has too many holes, even when healthy. It's always easily exposed. Pittsburgh Penguins Crosby's concussions. Sidney Crosby is the best player in the world right now, but he's already dealing with concussion issues. If he can't stay healthy through another long playoff run, the Pens won't be repeating as champions. St. Louis Blues loss of depth. Troy Brouwer and David Backes were huge impact performers for St. Louis in 2015-2016. Now that those playoff studs are gone, the Blues are shorthanded. San Jose Sharks aging core. The Sharks ran all the way to the Cup last year, but Joe Thornton is 37 and is running out of time. Former captain Patrick Marleau is also 37. Can these guys go through another exhausting run to the Cup? Unlikely. Tampa Bay Lightning drained out. The Lightning have made it to the Eastern Conference Final the last 2 seasons. A third time, it may be asking for too much, given the grueling journey it takes to reach the Final Four. Toronto Maple Leafs, time travel isn't possible. If this team wants to win its first Stanley Cup title since 1967, they'll need to bring their old stars from the past to our time. Science tells us it's impossible. Vancouver Canucks, wrong direction. This team has traded all of its young stars only to sign a bunch of has-beens in their 30s to long-term deals. That's not encouraging. Washington Capitals, history usually repeats itself. Alexander Ovechkin's squad has failed to reach the second round of the playoffs. Sometimes things don't change. Winnipeg Jets, rebuilding. Like the Oilers, the Jets' top players are 23 or younger. It's going to take time before they truly develop into a championship team. Who do you think will win the Stanley Cup in 2017? Join us in the comments below. If you like this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps us out a ton and we appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to Total Pro Sports though, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you guys next time.